feels like it's getting cold. It feels like it's getting cold early this year. It's... At my age, it feels like the cold comes earlier every year. But we need this chill for the leaves to fall. And the goals with them. What? You don't want to climb the saint's tree to pull them on? Even in my youth, that would have required divine intervention. No. I'll stay here on the ground and wait patiently for the Lord to deliver. Don't you have ink back at your father's shop though? For the price. He has it delivered. This is just for my own drawings. Besides, sometimes it feels nice to do things the old way. An old way it is. I would know. Hey, Mugs. Sister Gertrude. God bless you, Master Zimmerman. I told you not to call me that. What, Max? Why? People call me Ox. You don't see me complaining. It's not even a name to valley. You like being called Ox. Right? So, why are you being so stuck up? Master Zimmerman, would you call Mary Magdalene witness to our Lord's death and resurrection Mags? I guess not. Then, it seems only fitting we should call Mrs. Durkin by her full Christian name. Alright. Sorry, sister. Sorry, Max. Magdalene. Anyway, your dad wants to see you. What? Why? Isn't he at the Ratters? He is. He wants you to grab his mural sketches and bring them. Fine. I suppose this is enough goals for now. I was just about finished too. God bless you both. Don't be too long, Magdalene. The council's waiting on this. I'm not sure why this falls on me, but I suppose I better get going. I think Ted left the breath house cleanse on his workshop bench at home, next to the printing press. The breath house mural sketches. I think this is what my dad wants. I think these are all of the plans. What? Is this also part of the plans? Stop? Huh? What an odd color. We don't have an ink like this here. At least, I don't think we do. Well, whatever. I'll bring it just in case. Right, I better get these over to the rat house. Hey again, Max. Are you serious? I just told you to not call me that. And what are you all doing out here? Don't you all have better things to do? And what business is that of yours? Not me. All my work's done, Max. What do you care? It's not like you've got important work to do. Which one to choose? Maintains and tinkers with the present hype. Magdalene can handle anything connected with household or animal work. Magdalene is proficient with balancing numbers and general accounting of data and information. Just gonna help her first. I feel like bookkeeping. I keep my dad's business running and profitable. I handle all of our orders and make sure everything's delivered on time. That seems a little more important than standing around the commons in the middle of the day. Must be nice to have money. You had to brag about it. Doesn't really sound like women's work anyway, if you ask me. Right. No one did. Calm down, Max. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. Magdalene is skilled at singing, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. Magdalene likes to playfully tease and flirt with people. Magdalene is a strong negotiator, whether it comes to finances or other matters of trade. Magdalene has a penchant for sneaking around, eavesdropping on conversations, and passing gossip. I think with the bookkeeping, haggle makes more sense. You said that before, and it doesn't make any sense. I bargain like a man. What does that even mean? Well, what it sounds like. You're still mad at me because I convinced Gret to give me her last pretzel on Friday. Let it go. Easy for you to say when you got the pretzel. Alright, you gotta lay off. Did you get those things your dad wanted? Yes. That's why I was on my way to the Roth house. Hopefully, I can drop these off and start my reading for the day. Reading? What book is so important? We need to get back to it. Magdalene can't speak any foreign languages other than Italian, but she can read a little of almost all of them. Magdalene is familiar with the most popular common books of the day. Assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scatological story. That could be handy. And then we have Reformation. Magdalene has read a wide range of contemporary books on the Reformation and the Counter-Reformation, which happened within the Catholic Church. Now, from what I know, my knowledge, I'm thinking we'll go this one because this might come in handy. Esther sent it to me from Prague. Is that about the snake woman who takes all off her clothes? sort of, but no, not really, or at all. Ooh, does it have any pictures? Right, I wanna see. Calm down. I'm not showing you lecturous notes, anything. Don't you read all sorts of books about knights and whatever? Yes, knights, princesses, gods, monsters, that sort of thing? I'm named after a god. Not the brightest one, apparently. I'm a werepolo. Yes, your sister too. What's a good story about Apollo? Oh, he was so obsessed with a girl that she begged the gods to turn to a tree so he stopped bothering her. That sounds like you, Apollo. Good. Wait. Alex, aren't you supposed to be the rat path too? You're on the council. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Let's go. Ugh, fine. I don't understand how we're still arguing about this. These murals should depict the truth. What we know is the truth. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of angering our Lord, Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. I don't know. I'm tired of arguing. I just wanted to look nice and show what happened. Magdalene, thank you for bringing these. Maybe illustrations will succeed where the talking has failed. I'm done arguing with them. I'll see you at home for supper. It's alright, Magdalene. We don't need to see those drawings. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. I didn't realize we had upset him so much. Sounds like things got worse before we left. Well, we've been arguing about this for almost 2 hours. For all the good it did us. He hasn't budged. What's the point in talking if you can't make any progress? Magdalene, could you speak to your father and help him see things from our point of view? So, in the end, I ran to get plans that you don't want to see, and now you want me to do something else for you? I'm sorry, Magdalene. This all came a lot more contentious than we hoped. has very strong opinions on how the history of the passing of the Abbey should be portrayed. And Larry's portrayals may upset some of our neighbors. Is it a real concern that it's going to upset the Lord? Isn't everybody worried about him coming here someday and seeing the result memorized on the wall? You keep saying that we all disagree with him. I don't think I do. Not entirely. Well, what do you think, Dog? I know I'm not the smartest man in this room, but I know what happened to my own dad. I know what he did. It doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him. What happened to Otto? Look, you all knew my dad. I never had the chance. I don't want to make the people in this town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do. But maybe there's a way to tell the story in a way that's true without upsetting anyone. So it's very complicated, you see, Magdalene. Try to get him to consider a portrayal of a history that's a little less inflammatory. So, you want me to convince him to do what you say? I'm sure that will work. No, it's not entirely. We need to come to an agreement, or hold the mural up entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. I can't tell him no all of a sudden. Then help us, Magdalene. Your father will listen to you. Fine, but only so he painted it, not on account of your bickering like children. Now, I'm going back home. This mess is already taking up too much of my day. Magdalene, thank you for bringing the drawings to the rough house. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them what I'm trying to do, they get scared. Then they talk and talk and talk. They talk all day, and we're never any closer to a decision. I'm sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. Dad, I'm worried about you. I know, honey. I appreciate the concern. I suppose I haven't been this upset about something in a while. I'll get through it. I just need time. Why is it bothering you so much? We hear all these stories about what this place was, how it came to be, and how it feels like history is something that happened before, happened to other people. But 18 years ago, we lived through something. You and I, everyone in Tassing. Everybody wants to forget, pretend it didn't happen. You don't. No, I don't. All those years, I did nothing. I was worried for you, for Benjamin, Rachel, and Esther. I was so afraid that I'd lose you. I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway. Peter, Ulrich, and Andreas. And all the others. And we lived. Dad, everyone says it wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died. I would have also died. Maybe I could have stopped him from going to the mill? Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down? Well, we'll never know. You can't change the past. I know. The least I can do is to make sure it's not forgotten. Something happened here, and we were part of it. I need people to remember that. And if I don't do it, who will? You're right, Dad. I wish the men in that earth house saw me the way you did. They'll come around. I hope so. All the arguing has left me beat. I'm going to bed early. Alright, I'm going to stay up for a little bit and write a letter to Esther. Good, please say hello to her. Please say hello to her for me. And to her parents. I know, Dad. Good night, Magdalene. I love you. I love you too. All this running around has left me tired too. It'd be nice to sit down at my desk and just write for a while. Alright, where to begin? I should write to Esther. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Dad? Dad? Magdalene! Dad! Hang on, I'm coming! Dad! Magdalene. What happened? Are you alright? You're bleeding. Someone came to the house. They hit me over the head. I'll go get Dr. Stoltz. Try not to move, Dad. Magdalene, it's not safe. Whoever attacked me. The wound is too deep for me to take care of on my own. We need Dr. Stoltz. Magdalene, be careful. I will. I'll be right back. I promise, Dad. Do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? Maybe someone didn't like one of the books I sold them. Are you sure you didn't see a shadow and hit your head on the printing press? Come on, Jog. Still the workshop? Somebody was looking for something. A burglar in Tassing. That's preposterous. Well, if it was an attack, what was it? No, it was a deliberate blow to the head. Unless any of you wish to debate my diagnosis? As I thought. Truthfully, Klaus, I'm surprised the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a grave injury, Magdalene. We need to help take care of your father. Obviously. Of course, the mirror will have to be called up. Klaus, you absolutely cannot get out of bed. No, it has to be done. It's important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. I don't think we need to cancel the entire booking. Can't we just wait? Klaus, your health comes first. Anyway, we haven't even been able to agree on what the mural should be in the first place. Indeed. Might be best to abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Thomas, you are not on this council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can beat the mural. What, Max? Quit joking around. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but aren't you too young for something this big? Let's skip this debate. Oh no, I'm capable of doing this myself. Dad knows I'm capable. If you don't trust Magdalene to do the mural, the hell with the yeah. Klaus. If you don't trust her, you don't trust me. I'll never do any more of this council again. Alright, I say, we let her. It looks like we don't have much of a choice. Very well. Alright, Magdalene, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing, alright? but I'm taking Dad's ideas into account. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalene. Rest up, class. I'll do my best joke. Magdalene, just a moment. Yes, what is it? Your father's lucid right now, but his injury is severe. His current demeanor is misleading. I know the injury is severe, Verna. I saw all the blood. Magdalene, there is damage to his brain. He may have a few weeks, maybe even a few months left. But he's not going to survive. You can make him comfortable, and you can enjoy the time you have left. The time will run out before long. Dad needs to be able to see the mural in its finished form. But I don't know how much time he has left. Verna said it could be a few months or... I've checked him. I'll pick up where Dad left off. He wanted to paint the history of testing from its earliest days to a revolt. I'll start with the earliest part of Tassin's history, the pagan tribes and the Romans. Then I'll move on to the founding of the Abbey and Tassin's thanks. After that, I should find a way to represent our recent history. Depicting the revolt is important to Dad. People in Tassin might know some of the town's history, but not all of it. Dad said the library in the army had those records. He was going to write to the last prioress to see if she had any information. I should write to her now while I'm thinking about it. Alright, where to begin? Dad told me the last prioress at the Abbey knew something about the old history of Tassin. He said she became the abbess of a convent in Bologna, Mother Illuminata. Yes, at Santa Margherita. Sounds like a pizza to me. I should write to her. I want to finish the new year before Christmas. I should start planning tomorrow. I should head to bed and get as much rest as I can. Ah, Mr. Sturgeon. I have a few letters for you, and they're for you. Take care now. Thank you, sir. Mother Eliminata, row back to me. I hope her response helps me paint the mural. Mr. Sturgeon, thank you for your letter. I hope this reply finds you and your father in good health. I remember you both, as your father would carry you between the rows of our library in its final years. I also remember your late mother and brother. God keep their souls. While we did have some books that discussed Tessie's past, it's likely they were as mythological as your neighbors, as what your neighbors believed. That said, I remember one of the peasants, a Tillman Crescent, probably, I think I butchered that, read about the history of the town. I know he died during the revolt, but perhaps his family knows of what he learnt. I should say that it's not true that all the books were destroyed by the fire. Andreas Mailer managed to save some of them from the flames. God rest his soul. In the aftermath of that terrible night, and cataloging and preserving the surviving books was not the top thing on any of our minds. Even so, this topic has stirred a memory from within me. Several years before the fire, there was a death at the Abbey. The murder of Baron Rothbergel. That was Old Lane Act 1. He had mentioned something about finding a copy of Hysteria Tessia, a comprehensive chronicle of your home. I I had forgotten all about it until now because the murder had dominated all of our thoughts in the days and weeks that followed. It troubles me now because I recall the late Father Matthias was also reading a copy of Hysteria Tacitus shortly before he died. We never accounted for either book's whereabouts. They may have been hidden somewhere in the library and went up with everything else. Perhaps Sister Matilda took it from the Baron after the murder. Given her motivation to kill him, it seemed unlikely to have been of any interest to her. Then again, only God knows what she did and why she did it. The Baron's manservant believed it may have been stolen by the town thief, Martin Bauer. If Martin is still alive, I would ask him if he knows where the book is. Hopefully he didn't trade it for a mug of beer on his way out taxing. If the man has passed from this world, perhaps his family knows where the book wound up. As for the history of the Abbey, I fear that also was lost in the blaze. However, Brother Matthew learned a great deal about the subject. I have not kept in contact with him, but I know that he is now the Archdeacon of Sion. He is no longer a Benedictine, but uses his family name. If you write to him soon, your letter may reach him before snow covers fells. Please convey my best wishes to your father. He was a good friend to the Abbey in its better years. Despite the violence that occurred, I hold no ill will towards anyone from Tassin. I pray that you have seen better days since that night, and that God forgives the many errors we made. God bless you as well. Mother Illuminata, Abbess of Santa Margherita. Oh, Esther wrote to me as well. have to write back to Esther tonight. I should head home and check on Dad. Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? Magdalene. Sitting upright is a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizziness makes my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. You sure? I can bring out something light, like milk or broth. No. Can't stomach anything just yet. But tell me, where are you off to? I need to get started on the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Illuminata didn't know much about Tassingdale history, but she did give me a few places to start. I'm going to ask Blacktail if his grandfather told him any stories. Illuminatus said he used to read about the Romans. Mother Illuminata, Magdalene. Fine, Mother Illuminata. He has mentioned those tales from time to time. Yes. Comes by to borrow books now and then. Usually when he's found something interesting older or out in the field. Might ask him about that. Ilvit is always harrowed about no one pays attention to the old ways anymore. I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about old Tassing. Might start to talk to him. Dad, he's so mean. Give him grace, Magdalene. He's had a hard life. Alright, I'll talk to him too if I have time. Might also want to talk to Smokey. The old charcoal burner seems to know more about what's in the woods around town more than anyone else. That, and he's a known gossip. Isn't he a bit eccentric? Well, he is a charcoal burner. He spends most of his time alone. You may hear something worth your while, at any rate. I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins of the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. I want to explore whatever is left over from the Romans and before. The salt mine and the Roman ruins are the oldest parts of Tassie, so it only makes sense to see what they left behind. Take after your mother. As always, thorough in her research. You always said that's what good artists do, Dad. Be careful, alright? I know the twins and mess around in the salt mine, but I don't know what you're getting at. I don't know why a dog doesn't keep us two online. Always making trouble. Those two. I guess that's what happens when you name your kids after picking God instead of the saints, I guess. Don't start that, Magdalene. Or I might expect you to join for class. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town all the time. You still have a household to run. I'll get to them, Dad. Good, good. I'd better get going if I want to do all of that today. I'll see you later, Dad. Good luck, Magdalene. This is the overall profile for Magdalene that we formed. So she's into myth and legends. Bookkeeping is her skill, along with haggling. And also knowing is also being familiar with the more common books of that day. The trivia and the almanacs and common knowledge and knowing the stories, which will help with her painting the mural. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you too. Do you have a moment? Of course, what do you need? What says you've been obsessed with your painting? I have other interests too. I've been learning how to use double bookkeeping to give Dad better insight into our finances. The mural is just my main focus at the moment, given my dad's condition. Don't know how you can balance your dad's books on top of running the shop. I'm looking after his health. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to know? I'm looking into the early history of testing for the first part of the mural. Mother Illuminatus said your grandfather had read a lot about the history of the town. Ah, Built-out fields, that is. Seemed like old pot shards and Latin sugar were all we ever talked about. All of Granddad's reading came from the Abbey's library though, and you know nothing there. Oof. Pittsburgh. I remember, I was there. You were just a babe in his arms though. You never got to know the library in its prime. But I could show you something better than books. Don't keep me in suspense. Didn't your dad ever teach you patience? I'm trying to build us some anticipation here. Right, so we don't have any books on the old pagans, but we do have this stuff. Shards of ceramic pots and animals. Bricks from what looks to be an old forge. Also mountains of salt. Even found a little bear carved from amber. Where are you? Where did you find all this stuff? It's not just me. Carl and Fabian, all the farmers would tell you the same. It's out there in the fields, under the dirt. Can't go one season without something turning up. Where are you keeping these things? Nowhere. You just toss them into piles with the rest of the rocks and root crops. Sure, it's interesting, but you can't do much of anything with stuff except look at it. What do you think it all means? I don't follow? How do you think these people lived? Rough, I'd say? But comfortable. We don't find much of their clothes or their houses, so they might have rotted. I guess that would mean they were living in huts? But the tools are good quality. If they weren't all rusted to hell, I'd probably use them today. I don't know why, but I assume they all lived in caves or in the mud. They weren't Christians, no doubt about that. But they weren't animals either. I say they had it hard. They got by. Not so different from today, really. This has been a big help. Let's spread some knowledge around. Important for folks to know their past. You think all this pagan stuff will make it in the mirror? I can bring some of the things the boys and I found over to the Earth House tomorrow, if that would help at all. That'd be great! I'm glad you're taking an interest, Magdalene. I thought no one else cared about the pagans apart from my grandfather and I. Until tomorrow. Until then. Hello, Peter. Can I talk to you for a moment? Eh? What's that? I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassie. Yeah, Bill tales. It's been so long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking around in the skull. Do you know any Roman legends about Tassing? Roman legends? Ah. I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of gods that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. We spent generation after generation building Tassie back up from those days. And still, our traditions keep dying, with no one to carry them on. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. The mural. Fine. I don't know any of the Roman show. So what can you tell me about the myths of tatting? Plenty. The Romans are the only ones left, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these worlds. Older than the Romans. They protected Tassie before Saint Moritz ever set a blessed foot in this town. What sort of spirits? Sort that I'm getting at. Didn't your father teach you patience, Magdalene? Sorry. It's Perdita and her wild hunt that scare them evil ones away. They've protected Tassie since its founding day. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chief of Ratis. Now, folk weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make his offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Ratis's people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. One day, when winter was approaching, Ratis went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, he helped the beast and loosened it from its bounds. Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Of course not. Wolves are wolves, girl. Spirits don't need skins of animals for their power. Well, you've got a sense of the thing. The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Petita is the goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts of the forest. Back in my day, working it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers it. Petita saw Ratz's action and took favor on him. She told the wolf to lead the chief to her sacred spring. Ratus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland. And we've been in this valley ever since. Then this goddamn romance came and destroyed everything. But you see, there were other gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. That's why a few of us still on the picture. She protects us against witches and fiends. It's a wonderful story. Perfect for the first part of the mural. Good, good. Nice to know. I can still be of use in this sunniness town. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Peter. At least somebody wants to listen to me. Ugh, I'm tired. Talking so much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest then. God bless you, Peter. God bless you, Magdalene. And you, Boslav. I was the abattoir. Oh, same as ever. When hands need to cure, there's not much to do in the winters but wait. Does that affect your revenue much? Not as much as you might think. I don't require much to live a comfortable life. I was a Benedictine after all. Oh, well, to my mind, I was going to bring by some stew for you and your father. I thought you might need a little warming up. Running about in the cold as you are. That would be a great helpful slab. I've hardly had a moment to cook a hot meal. Happy to help, Magdalene. This is how I can continue to serve Tassim. My vocation may have changed, but my service record in the town has not. You've always been so dedicated to the town. Hard to imagine you ever lived in the Abbey. Sometimes those days feel like another lifetime. A harder time to be sure. Harder than now? Really? Those years, I disagreed with how Father gonna run the Abbey. But I failed to see how twisted the Abbey's perspective had become until the Baron Rothbergel's murder. Is that what made you leave? Yes, I only left the Order after the revolt, but I had long since been disenchanted with the Abbey. Especially after Father Gunnar allowed Sister Matilda to be killed for the murder of the Baron Rothbergel. She was very dear to me. But the abbot needed a scapegoat, and he got one. Gustav, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Thank you, Magdalene. It was before your time. There was no reason for you to know. Those were the hardest years of my life. I was angry, of course, but resigned to live the rest of my days dedicated to God. It wasn't until I saw how badly the peasants were suffering that I realized I was at fault. The Abbey's destruction gave me a second chance. I wanted to make things right. Can't imagine that the townsfolk were too happy to let you stay. Some were suspicious of me at first, it's true, but I came round in time. I do not regret leaving the Order. Truthfully, it's been a relief. I can serve the town and the Lord without qualms now. Well, for what it's worth, I think you're a wonderful part of Tassim's community. Thank you, Magdalene. Hearing that warms my heart. Anyway, I'll send that soup over to you shortly. God bless you. God bless and keep you, Magdalene. Magdalene, how are you keeping? Fine enough, given the circumstances. Are you getting enough rest? I know how hard it is to manage a house alone, and you have the shop and the mural to worry about. I remember Clara wishing she had a distraction. You might see about her helping you and your father through this difficult season. That was close, by the way. Any improvement? His mind is fading. I pray for him every night. As do I. Lord knows what your dad means to this town. And what you mean. In some ways, after the revolt, you became everyone's daughter. That's a sweet idea. I wish the council saw it the same way. Oh, they don't mean anything by it. They love you, Magda, but they're worried about pleasing the Lord. It's not fair to you, but it is what it is. I hope Dr. Stoltz is taking his responsibilities to your family seriously. I remember when my dad fell. We cared for him the best we could, but those few months before he passed were tough for everyone. But I believe God will pull your dad through. Whatever the doctor says, we need him. God willing, you're right. I am at his mercy. God willing, amen. Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? Truly, I don't know. Best not to dwell on what we can't control. Your dad's fate is in God's hands, and if anyone interesting is beloved of him, it's your father. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are a number of families in Tustin who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? You must mean Pops. He's about as subtle as his heart. God rest his soul. I miss him. I wish I got to meet him. Properly, I mean. He made an impression. That's bizarre. Oh, girls around town knew better than to moon after him, or that didn't stop some of us. He was evens from the start. As what appears to be yours. But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family. Kraft's a nice, hardworking boy. He's got a sharp mind. He can provide for a family. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame him, mother, for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have you as a daughter. I guess I'll consider it. Thank you, sweet girl. Not every marriage starts off on solid footing. But if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Believe me. You're not making the prospect sound very enticing. Marriage is our closest state. It's in our homes. That we're closest to the Lord. The Lord made us from Adam's rib because he meant us to be a part of men. You would be lonely to never know that fullness of purpose. That's no life for someone like you. You're not the first person to tell me so. That is because your elders are wise, Magda. Trust in our love for you and in the Lord's purpose. In any case, remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. Before I forget. Actually, I had a question to ask about an old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from that baron who was killed 3 years ago. Do you know what happened to it? I hope this doesn't get me into any trouble. But I still have it. Hidden in the drawer. Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why'd you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was, holding the stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I never read it though. I don't read well. I could take it off your hands. No one would ever know you kept it. I trust you to be true to your word, Magda. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it, to be frank. It reminds me of difficult times. A stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all years. Here you are. Please don't tell anyone I had this. Historia Tassia. Don't read well. I'll puzzle it over in the evening. Thank you, Bridgerton. You've been a big help. Of course, Magda. Be well now. God bless. You too, Bridger. Until later. Hello, Magdalene, my dear. How are you? How's class? Neither of us is doing well. I'm having trouble coping with the stress. It's been hard to understand recently. I'll keep praying for both of you. The both of you deserve the best. Life's been hard enough for you already. Let me know if you need any help around the house. I'd be happy to help. Oh, the housework. He's so caught up in the workshop in the rat house. But not to worry, I can come by and help out. But then we can chat and try to make chores pass quickly. With all my children up and grown and their husbands to care for anymore, I've got to make myself useful somehow. Are you enjoying it? I heard that Pete was, well, crazy. Artemis and Apollo had certain ideas about their grandfather. And their great-grandfather doesn't seem to see the struggle he puts me until when he talks about it. My husband was hard to live with in his later years. He was an angry man. He'd have wanted what was right for his family, regardless of what that meant for relations with anyone else in this town. I was horrified when he burnt the Abbey, but I still loved him. I felt great shame over the relief I had when the report was over, that it was done. I no longer had to worry over his anger or whether he would shout at the children. I can only pray that God and the brothers forgive him, and that he may forgive me. Oh, I'm sorry, Magdalene. You didn't come here to hear. You didn't come here to hear all of it. I'll let you get back to your day. God bless you. Hello, Magdalene. How's class? Not well, Andres. May God look after you both. We've had enough tragedy in this town. Has Gertrude been by to see him? I trust her over the doctor. He's not reliable. I've noticed. Does he care about his work? I wonder. He used to talk about how he was too good for testing, destined for greater things. Still here though. Why is he on the council? Whatever his faults, he is still an educated man. That counts for something, I guess. I see. I shouldn't go so. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I will. And thank you for your kindness, Andres. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalene. Out here. Must must have broken out its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep, no one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. It looks like I could probably climb down, even though it looks dangerous. Baltus might have some tools, but he could help me rig a way to climb down there. Or Apollo and Artemis are always bragging about how they sneak around the ruins. Maybe I could ask them how they do it. Which option to choose? I think the easy one is probably just to climb down. I have done it before. Well, I could go down now, but it might be better to find another way down. I think we're going to climb down the shaft. Who needs safety? It's the 16th century. There are a lot of points down here. How odd. It's not like this is a safe well. Oh, a tablet. There's still writing on it. Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note. Rising passion. Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Baltas's contraptions. Now that I'm down, I just see what I can find from the Roman era and before. Oh, bones. They're far too big to be human. Oh, a piece of pottery. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, these be the same kind of figurine. Hill and the other farmers find in the fields. To think that there are so many remains of our ancestors scattered in the fields and caves like this. This pottery is scattered everywhere. This piece looks like it matches the other piece that I found. Ooh, another piece. Oh, another shard. There's an inscription here. Oh, this looks like a Roman map of dancing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct and the spring. The aqueduct was in the old up on the hill. And there's the rest of the town. Wait. What's this building? I don't recognize it. Myth of rain. I'm corruption. I don't know that word. I can't quite tell what it sounds to be labeled on the map. Maybe some sort of temple. Well, whatever it is, it's not enticing now. That's so odd. Another inscription. It's not very common. A worker must have carved it. There's that part again. It must have been very important to the pyramids. Another shard. This almost looks like an altar. What would an altar be doing on a salt mine? It's even carved out of the salt. I think it's a statue of Mesmerizing. He's usually depicted with a dagger and a torch. Less detailed than I expected. More Latin writing. Another piece. I wonder if they're all from the same board. Yet another pottery piece. Here's another piece. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're from the same pot. Here it is. I'm looking for the dagger. Here it is. Now I've been doing open. Got it. The figures on this hot lid look like they're trying to look like they're telling a story. These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans. Let's see. This must be a Pagetta, and these must be forest spirits, part of the wild hunt that Ilpete told us about. Oh. Okay, the next part looks like human sacrifice. Someone, maybe a chief, is sacrificing a man to a patch town. The bottom half of the lid continues the story. These look like spirits. They must be coming in to feast on the sacrifice. That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Cassie safe. They offered sacrifices to her. This is part of our history, I'm not sure this is the best way to portray it. I'll have to think more about it before I decide to pursue. Alright, I better keep going before I run out of oil in my lap. Oh, a cave. What looks newer than the first part of the Was this collapse recent? I won't better go any further with all this rubble. I suppose this is as far as I can go. Still, the murals on the wall showed me what Tassie was like when the Romans were here. I wonder if I can find out where the place was what it is. And putting the pottery shard back together showed one of the earliest stories of Tassie. I think I've seen everything I can down here. And my oil's running out. Time to climb back up. Hello, someone next. I'd better get out of the shop and get on another rock. It's crashing down. What's that? Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out of here. Well, now that I have some more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. You. I'm talking to you. Answer me. Yes? I'm Howard Brandon, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the woods? I'm the prince's daughter, Magdalene Durko. I didn't ask for your name. I asked why you were grazing pigs here. Answer me. That's not my pig. I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here? I'm in the salt mine? Doing what? Wait, I don't care. Just tell me whose pig this is. I don't know. The pig was in the woods when I came in here. Not a mysterious lost pig who apparently belongs to no one. If there are any more pigs in these woods, I'll kill them on the spot. And those who brought them here. Do you understand? Yes. Good. Remind your neighbors what happens when you break the Lord's laws. I knew the Lord's men patrolled its woods, but I'd never seen one before. I didn't realize they were so strict. I suppose I should consider myself lucky. Anyway, time to get out of these woods and back to work at the rest. Good day, Mr. Stricken. I've told you something. Call me Magdalene. Old habit, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the wood? More gossip? Only ancient gossip. I was wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines. The mines? Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. Last I saw those two twins making trouble. They know a way in, but I'll be damned if I'll ever set foot in it. What are you so interested in over there? The mural in the rough house needs a section about the earliest days of Tassim. The mines are the oldest part of Tassim, and you keep a keen ear. I thought you might have heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mine, but I do know a fair few stories about them and the other ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me who was the burner of Tassie. The one about Mars and Tassia. Linen was always my favorite, though I blame that on my youth. Tassia like Tassie? Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale now, but I warn you, it's a little bit forward. Oh, I read plenty of women. I'm sure none of it will surprise you. Maybe not, but I won't have your father hounding me for courses. Folk in this town don't like it anyhow. But I'll tell you the decent bits of what I remember. Alright, what story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat bull with a taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So, he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in Tussing's forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were the old days, when spirits and ghosts proud. What do you mean, proud? How? No, like spirits and other evil things do? Can't just say they walk through the woods like you or me. They growled. Alright, keep going. So, Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr, goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, Tassia bathed good. I get it. They bathe. I did warn you, Magdalene. As Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground, and it blossomed with flowers and crops. They say that's why this building is so fertile. Mars got around, didn't he? Is there any move he didn't have his way with? He was a bit of a relative, wasn't he? You see why I like the tail on my youth. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind it. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Well, we are part of the Holy Roman Empire. That we are, and not for lack of trying. Tatting is actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest, and all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing we use their stone to build. The old temple by Satyr's shrine has grown over, but aqueduct runs for a mile. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones under the roof, if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. Tassing has been building upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea! That's the way of things. Most people don't notice fieldstone. Maybe as you can't notice what's right in front of their eyes. Well, thanks. I should get going. Just keep an eye out for any wolves or satyrs you might see, okay? I'll let you know if I see any. Thanks for your help. Good luck, Magdalene. Be safe. I should get back to the rest house and get to work. Where's the mule coming on? What? Oh, right. Magdalene. Sorry. Anyway, Magdalene. How's the mule going? It doesn't look like much yet. Well, of course, it doesn't look like anything now. I only just finished priming the wall. Now I have to decide what to depict. It's hard to piece together the long history of Tassie when it happened so long ago. Since the Abbey burned, I could only rely on stories from people around Tassie. Even what I could find about the Romans and pagans was obscure. I had to go into the salt mines to find anything. At least I now know what to paint the first part of the mural. So, what is it? I think that's probably the safest option here. The smoky one is a little bit too risque. This one is just not. It's not the safest one. No, glad. I think we'll go with the pottery one. I'll use the pottery and the tools the farmers have found to show how we lived before the Romans. I'm sure Father Thomas will approve, but I don't know. Sounds kind of boring. It's also the safest option out of what we've found so far. So what made you choose this story anyway? It has the strongest connection to our farmers. Things I found, it's the most real and safest. That makes a lot of sense. Other stories might feel like they don't really have anything to do with us. Thanks for explaining it. You're welcome. Well, now that I've figured this portion of the mural out, I better start thinking about the next section. I'll leave it to you, Mags. Magdalene. Good night, Ots. Good night, Magdalene. Now that I've decided how to depict Tassing's earliest history, I should decide how to paint the Abbey's history. Mother Illuminata's letter mentioned a Matthew Valsat used to be a brother at the Abbey. She said he knew a great deal about the Abbey's history. I should write to him and ask what he remembers. Oh, and I have Esther's letter to answer also. I should write to them both now before bed. Oh, before I write, I should read that old book Bridget gave me. Maybe I'll learn some Pentiment for the murals. Right, where to begin? Right, the old book. It was the Baron's before Martin stole it. Can't make much of it out. The Latin is much harder than I'm used to. The book isn't in great shape either, since it's been sitting in a farmer's house for so long. Oh, let's see. Oh, here's a section about the various dedications erected in the town. That might be easier to read. This one seems to be a dedication to Mars to bless a field. This one talks about Diana wetting herself? Bathing in a spring, maybe? Oh, this one isn't as hard. Let us pray that, let us pray so that she may defend the town. None of this really makes sense. Maybe someone with better Latin than me could help me read it. The book is so big, it would be a lot of work. I could ask Sister Gertrude or Baltas for help. Too, he's much better at Latin than anyone else in the town. Maybe even Father Thomas, even though Dad warned me to not bother him about secular books. Chances are slim they could help, but it might be worth asking about. I should finish writing my letters first. Mother Illuminata told me that Matthew knew some of the Ivy's early history. He's the Archdeacon's scion now? I should write to him before the snow comes. I'll write to Esther too. should get some rest soon. Mr. Strachan, a few more letters for you. Take care. Thank you, sir. Safe travels. The first letter is from Reverend Matthew. Mr. Strachan, I was not acquainted with your family during my years at the Abbey. Even so, I remember your father was one of the townsfolk who prevented the peasantry from burning us alive. I am not overly inclined to assist the people of Tathing in their endeavors to catalogue the origins of the Abbey they destroyed. However, it was a long time ago. In the interest of prosperity, and Christian charity, I will tell you what I recall. Some time ago, after the Romans left, Christians settled in the region and built the Abbey on the ruins of a fortress. The Abbey was founded by a noblewoman of the Kersner family. She was both its patron and its first abbess. Perhaps 2 centuries ago, the Abbey changed to being run by an abbot. I do not know the reason, but many other double monasteries did likewise around the same time. It may have been done out of fear of being shut down, as double monasteries were frowned upon by the Pope. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. Your neighbors put any other records about the Abbey to the torch. Thus burned the history of the Abbey. While we cannot change the past, I have heard that the Sisters of the Poor Clares have formed a new chapter at the Abbey. I can only hope that their love has not driven them to impoverish the shrine of St. Moritz. Assuming they have not consigned the contents of Kirsten's former occupants to a bonfire, we may find something there. hope it has been of some help to you and yours. May God keep and protect you. The Most Reverend Matthew, Archdeacon of Sion. Another reply from Esther.